Hello, this is a way to get spiciness and space in those hips for a lifetime. It's all about timing, and sometimes those larger muscle groups kind of suffocate the smaller ones. So I'm using my friend the Oov. I'm going to also use a paper plate or a glider to do this. If you've never been on an Oov before, try it with your feet up against the wall. At first, just trying to acclimate the way your nervous system is responding to this newfound place. The Oov also assists with not getting your hip flexors involved. It really sinks the leg bone deep into the hip, as well as it overrides your use of wanting to use the trapezius muscles, which become the boss hogs in your upper portion of your shoulders. So let's come on to the Oov. I'm on the absolute end of the fat end of the Oov, and I'm making my way down so my head is supported with the small end of the Oov. If I've never been on the Oov, or even if I have been on the Oov before, maybe picking up my legs, my feet, and notice if I'm in the right place by my ability to hold. If I can't get my knees up, perhaps I'm not high enough on the Oov. So figure it out and make sure you're able to breathe. So I'm going to keep my elbows down and find some breath and maybe glide from side to side. And as I tip into my elbows, do I feel those determination muscles, those muscles that are located into that armpit strength that really stabilize the girdle of our shoulders? And then I'm going to hold where I'm neutral on both of the pressing down of my elbows. And then I'm going to float my elbow up and then float my elbow down. Starfish fingers, float it up and float it down. And maybe float my leg up and float it down. Seeing if I have freedom in my limbs to work. And if you have a limb that is not too savvy in how to grab onto your center of your connection, do it 3 times ever so slowly. And then once you are happy, come back to your breath. So this is a way to get timing of your right to left and left to right sides of your body. I'm going to place the paper plate underneath my left foot. My right arm is going to drift up. And if I were to use my opposite hand, I'm using underneath into the serratus anterior muscles. So if I were to start sliding my arm above my head nice and slowly, maybe not even taking the bend out of my knee, but I'm using serratus to lead the way and to control the lead. Once I get a neuroquiver right there, I'm going to hold, make sure I feel the big toe, and I'm holding. Magic is the hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then ever so slowly bringing it back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you feel the architecture of your lumbar spine and how the shoulder blades move to meet it by that bro-bra line? Working with focused breaths, feeling that breath grab on to save the day, to make sure that core is truly challenged. One more. Go for it. Nice and slow. Ever so slowly. And my neuroquiver I'm able to even get a little higher this time. Big toe is connected. I'm just going to hold there, and nothing is working in my traps. Everything is happy and healthy into serratus for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then nice and slowly returning it back to your home position. This is a way to give yourself the best stretch of the day. I am pressing into both of my footprints and I'm feeling the backside of my hip crest press active into the top of the fat sector of the Oov. And once I'm there, I'm going to drift my arms up and maybe hook the thumbs and energetically press those heels away. Feel the big toe pressing energetically away in one direction as my arms are reaching up. And maybe goalpost those elbows and coming back to amazing. Try the other side, maybe hooking the opposite way. Feel the footprints press away as I'm adding that lift off. But core is knowing where it needs to be, knowing how it needs to work. So I have freedom in my limbs, freedom in that lift off. Freedom in my breath. Every day, give yourself some kind of delicious stretch, even if it's for 2 minutes. Do it.